Hello and welcome to Grand Prix Yogyakarta coverage for the MSEM format. Today we're going to be watching the round 2 match between me on Ninhasir White and Pipsqueak on Bant Landfect. So essentially Pipsqueak is on a turn 2, turn 3 combo deck which involves playing a creature which grows bigger on landfall, pumping it a bunch of times with a bunch of land flickerers / land ramp spells such as Cherry Restoration, Life-Giving Waters, and then swinging for lethal with a Berserk variant. Meanwhile, my deck is more of a mid-range / burn deck. It aims to kind of use burn spells to control the game at the start, and then eventually draw into one of the many win cons the deck has to offer, and basically just damage the opponent out. So in this matchup, I'll be aiming to use my burn spells to keep Pip off of their creatures, and then going from there. Okay, so Pip is starting off with the fetch land. I do have Scorch as interaction, so if they choose to just play a creature now, I have a way to kill it. Okay, yeah, that's our Peshin champion. So now I have the Scorch for it, and they don't have mana to do anything. In the meantime, I am going to find what I always do in this situation. Since I already have a white land in hand, I am going to grab a mountain and then reveal to owner, and shuffle, draw. Oh, Isochron Wand is interesting here. I think for now I want to just go land, Scorch the champ. And since I have another Scorch, I should be pretty fine here. If Pip has another creature and a blue land, could be more probable. Oh, another ARP champ, and that's an island. That's not good for me. So let me see what my options are here. So Pip, basically, if Pip has Spell Stutter, I end up being toast. Pip doesn't have any other instant speed interaction that's really relevant here, honestly. So it comes down to, what do I believe about this matchup, in the sense of like, well, actually, wait, I can pay for Spell Stutter. What am I even talking about? So I think the plan here is just to Scorch the ARP champ, which makes Isochron Wand sad, but Isochron Wand will have to be sad in this scenario just to make sure that I don't lose. And yeah, I think the play is Sunlit Highland, untapped, find a thing. So we're going to do that. Makes me a little bit more susceptible to the combo, but I think if Pip manages to combo off, I'm dead anyways, really. So okay, and I now have mana to cast Scorch through Disruption. So Pip is going to probably save the blue mana there. Okay. Pip doesn't have removal, right? Okay, since Pip doesn't have removal, I think it's fine for me to tap out here for Performer of Desire. Okay. And what Performer also does is it gives me an indestructible blocker. Oh, tapping 2, Beacon of the Wild. Okay. Pip having lots of threats here. It's definitely difficult for me to do much. I think the play here is drop Isochron Wand, not exiling anything. Orchestrate Storm Surge, drop Isochron Wand, not doing anything, and then Storm Surge the ARP champ. Actually, wait. I can just cast it for 3 mana and then save the Isochron Wand. Yeah, I'll do that. Graveyard. And then combat, I'm just going to swing in. So Isochron Wand in my hand is looking pretty lame right now. But ability to... Oh, this might be another... Oh, Splitting Bloom. Interesting. Okay. So here's where things get interesting. I think keeping the land here is the right call. Like in hand. I don't really care much about Splitting Bloom, do I? Like Splitting Bloom can create a huge board, but I don't care about a huge board. Also, Pyrus is a 2-turn clock, so I think what I'm going to do here is okay, so I have a clock that kills next turn, essentially. I don't believe Pip has a way to give... Does the Berserk spell give haste? It gives trample and hexproof, but not haste. So barring, I believe, Pip could play Fated Challenge maybe, and then hope to draw into something. Pip, yeah, okay. So that is game 1. Yeah, having a constant stream of removal spells in this matchup is just very good. So let's look at sideboarding plans. So first of all, what is Pip going to side in? They have Spell Stutter, so I think they're definitely going to side in Spell Stutter. Natural State? I think they want to just combo out. So I don't think that they have all this enchantment hate, which I think is only really necessary for like the dedicated enchantment decks. My only enchantments are Overclock, which Natural State doesn't even hit. I have Isochron Wand technically, and then Ninhasir. Could do Bestial Harmony. Bestial Harmony definitely does give Pip like a lot more game against me, but I don't know. Also, one thing that I should note is that Consuming Symbiosis does give hexproof, so I should be aware of that. I was thinking only about Spell Stutter, but an untapped green mana could also potentially be an issue. So I'm going to do the classic, put my entire sideboard in, so that, don't know. Okay, so Sigil is definitely not worth it here. There's no direct damage, so Guiding Light doesn't matter. No real enchantments that I care about, so Dockyard Swindling can come out. I did put Dockyard Swindling. Okay, I did put it. Okay. I think the Sand Scatters can stay in. Shaldron's Rage is interaction, so it stays in. So I need to take out 5 more cards. And what would those 5 cards be? I think Saigtam. Okay. Almgroove serves as like a blocker, but I don't think that blockers are strictly very good in this matchup. So I can see putting 2, and I think Saiguratam is just not useful at all. So I'm going to take out all of the Saigtams. Okay, and I think that's good. So let's see what I get. Hopefully some burn. Okay, that's a Scorch, Burning Rev, which is fine, and a Sand Scatter, which is good. So yeah, this is a very keepable hand. Keeping it for sure. Turn 1, Duskwood Vanguard. So I'll go untap, draw card, main. I have a lot of lands here. That's fine. And then I'm going to Scorch that Duskwood Vanguard. And then next turn I have Sand Scatter. And then Burning Rev just kind of works. Okay, tapping for Arpchamp. So Pip potentially has the mana to just hexproof through this. If they do, it will be unfortunate, but there's not much else I can do, really. Yeah, I think it makes sense just to try and do it now. And does Pip have the mana for the Berserk variant? They do not. So that was just a bluff. Or Pip was just trying to... No, keeping it untapped was definitely a bluff. So the bad part is I have 3 lands in hand and no other relevant interaction. So if Pip has another creature here, that's another creature. Then I'm definitely going to be in trouble. And what Pip can do here is put it out of Unceasing Flames range by playing another land now. Oh, and that is Spellstutter mana too. Oh no, tapping for another creature? Or tapping 2 for Bestial Harmony. Okay. Which is unfortunate, but let's see what I draw. Okay, so that's a Scorch. So I do think Scorch drop Performer is the right play here. So tapping 2 Life-Giving Waters. Interesting. Oh. Pip might have sided in Legend of the Generous, which is 4 toughness, so it gets no. Is Beacon of the Wild instant? It is not. So, not sure what's going on here. So I should check. Okay, so from the side, what does Pip have that's instant? That destroys stuff. That's counter non-creature spell. Yeah, I think I should be fine with just going. Because I can't kill, or, well, okay. Okay. So I'm drawing a lot of lands, but I can. Okay. And so that's it. 2-0 over Berserk lands. Good games to Pip. And I really do think Ninhasir is a hard deck for Berserk lands to beat, just because of how much interaction it's running, just incidentally, and then how quick its win cons are. And also, like, Perform of Desire being able to add mana while attacking, it's basically like transforming it and essentially ends up being mana neutral, unless they have instant speed interaction. So it's a very powerful. Yeah, good luck to Pip. Good luck to Pip for the rest of the tournament because they're on a very fast deck in a fast meta. So I think they still have a very strong chance, depending on the matchups they hit, to make the cut to top 4. In the meantime, this is Kayiu signing off until next time.